you doing? It's finally Friday.
Wait, it's Friday?
It is. It's Friday. Surprise!
I thought it was Thursday.
Hello, hello. Hey, Emily and Amber Rose and Shania and Kristen and Cartrashian. That's an amazing name. Me, Holly, Ann and Kai, Awkward Strawberry and Benjamin Sinbin and Navana Sparkles and Elena and Alice, Emily, Amber Rose. I said, hey, hey. I said your name already, but I'm just reading some names. Kristen and Letitia, Susan and Hope. How is everybody doing? Hey, hey. I'm so proud of myself. Thanks, Carly, for the applause. Thanks, Hope. You guys, using your free spins already. Coming in hot. Aaron P is here. Y.E. Sao is here. Kim, Anika. Hey, hey. Simply Jenna, thank you for the likes. So, good morning, Taylor. I'm really proud that I made it here on time because I was just finishing filming your Patreon videos, the extra videos for the month. I filmed most of them yesterday, but Sean and I ran out of time before I had to go to my office and see some clients. And so, Sean's at the casino doing his free spin. But, anyway.
Oh, so close.
Tell Sean shush. Anyways, so I finished those today right before we started this, and in my head I was like, crap, like if it runs over, it takes me a little too long, I'm gonna be late. Nobody likes to be late. Thanks, Aaron, for the likes. Thanks, man. Is it Manda D or Mandad? Could be Mandad, you know, whatever you like. Thank you, Charlotte. Ronnie, I got stuff in the mail, and I have a mail haul. Got 2 cards, and I got a big old box. And I even got something from the school that I spoke in Australia. Thanks, Christopher! Woo, woo, woo! I even got some stuff from the school I spoke at, but I haven't opened any of this stuff yet. I'm excited to read it. I'm excited to see it. So I will... Ooh, Anika, I'm glad you're able to make it. Hey, Sadie girl. Hey, Z Secrets. Thanks, Mama Brown Bear. You're so sweet. Thanks, Sophie Joe. Sophisticated. Such a cute name. So anyways, as always, hi, Isabel Pell. We have our regular goals. Do we want to change these? We didn't get to do a giveaway on the last 2 live streams. Do we think these are good, or do we think that we should change them? Remember, we have it, if we get to 100,000 likes, I do a giveaway. And then at 200,000, we karaoke and do giveaway. What do you all think? You let me know. Hi, Lady Peters and Labrador Lover, Awkward Introvert. Hey, 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 Paige P, thank you. Time for giveaway. I know, right? Do you guys think that that's too much? Hey, Layla. How is it going? Hey, hey. I don't know why I said how. I'm going to say hey, hey. And then,
hey,
60,000 for a giveaway at Lexi thinks. What do you guys think? Hey, Billy. I'm glad you're able to pop on with us. What time is it there? It's probably really early. I'm sorry. Or actually, maybe like 9 a.m. Thanks, Emma. Thanks, Bethany. Oh, that's okay, Sophie Joe. You can, if you got to go to sleep, you got to, trust me. Of all the things I understand in life is how important sleep is. I need a lot of it. And I'll be on here for 2 hours. I have to get off. Slow down. I have to get off promptly at 5. So we have 2 hours to hang out. But other than that, we're good to go. Oh, daylight savings. I forgot, Billy. That's awesome. Oh, Amelia's from Spain. Yay. 50K giveaway. It does rhyme, Carly. I totally agree. Okay, well, we could do a giveaway at 50,000. Let's do that this time. So at 50,000 likes, we'll do a giveaway, and then we'll just get back into our regular goals. I just felt like 100,000 might just be too steep for our first thing. Thanks, Christopher. Woo, woo, woo. So anyways, today's just been a busy day. Thanks, Maria. I filmed the videos for Patreon. I filmed some extra Monday videos. Next week, I'll film some more Thursday ones. And... yeah, did you guys like the meditation video that I did with Hannah? If you haven't checked it out, you should check it out. Yeah, I should be on, Sadie girl. But anyways, it's just been busy. The past couple days have been busy, but I'm feeling good because I feel caught up.
Past couple of days.
Oh, thanks, Melita. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, Aaron, what is this? We're getting hit by the pizza pie. Thanks, Nip Jester. Holy schmamolies. I'm not even ready. Take your earbuds out. Woo, 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 woo. Pizza pie. That's amazing.
That gives me some ideas for dinner.
That's amazing. I know. Pizza does sound good. Maybe we'll get pizza for dinner. You guys, if we get to 150,000 likes, I'll take Sean to pizza.
Wait, hold on. Let me get my... I'm going to start smashing the likes.
I'm going to start smashing the likes.
Smash that button.
I know. It's a pizza party. That is awesome. That is awesome,
Hey,
Jester.
serious question,
Thank
though.
you, thank you.
Can I just put this out there for the
Yeah.
audience? Serious question.
Can you guys even hear him? Thanks, Nancy T. What's the serious question?
Just hit 1 if pineapple on pizza is good. Hit 2 if pineapple is terrible.
Oh, do you guys
1
do you
for
hear
good
it?
on
Thanks,
pineapple.
Amanda. Woo, woo, woo. Do you guys think that pineapple on pizza?
Lots of ones.
Lots of ones. Oh, Cine is like 2, 2, 2, 2,
Come
2.
in hot. One
is it's good and 2 is it's bad, right?
Yeah. I think pineapple is good.
I've
also learned that
I think overall 2 horrible, awkward gross.
Some people feel weird about it, but I like it.
I like it. I mean, I honestly, I know pineapple on pizza. I know it's fine.
1.5. Carly sort of
Yeah, I
likes
know
it.
this is okay. It's not amazing,
I
but
eat it in secret.
I don't let anybody know. Yeah, I think it's good. I think pineapples, I don't know. I never count things out when it comes to pizza. We have this place, we haven't been there in a while, but there's this place called Stella Barra that's down on Main Street in Santa Monica, and they put weird things on pizza. They'll be like, we have a butternut squash kale pesto pizza, and you're like, that sounds weird. And then you try it, and you're like, that's delicious. And so I never count it out. Same with the pineapple. Sometimes it's gonna be good, and sometimes it might not work for me. I know, Mayor Fleur. I accept all kinds of pizza. I love it. I love it. Okay, fruit on pizza should be illegal. People have strong opinions. Thanks, Becca. You guys, we're already almost to 40,000 likes, and we've only been on for 6.5 minutes. This is crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's answer some questions. Oh, Ashley Basta Volleyball says, big news. I had my first counseling appointment on Wednesday at college since I left 2 years ago during my second year of college. That's awesome. I hope that it goes well. Is it the same therapist or counselor you were seeing before? I hope so. Thanks, Melita. Thanks, Aaron P. And Aaron, we'll have to guest you, or you have to share a photo. I want to see your costume that's all done. Kenyan Million. Thanks, Melita. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, and also, speaking of Melita, and Aaron P., I have sent out all of your Patreon gifts. The t-shirts should go out early next week. Is Tony Perkins here? Because I needed her t-shirt size. But the t-shirts should go out early next week, but all the gifts went out today. I'm feeling like, ahead of schedule. Feeling good. I think last month threw me off because we were gone for 2 weeks, so everything was just like behind schedule. Okay. Oh, Melinda's here, and thanks, Adam. Oh, Skylar, Patreon is it's a way to support creators. So, for instance, something that I've learned recently is that I already knew YouTube wasn't monetizing all of my videos. Some of them are. We don't have any problem. But every time I upload, it takes 24 hours. Thanks, Melita. It takes 24 hours before they'll even make anything that I create monetizable. Not everyone falls into that category. Like, I know many of my friends don't have any trouble with that, but I always have to request that they review it, which sucks. And so unless I upload early, I always get screwed, and I never get monetized for the first day at least. Well, then it turns out if things aren't monetizable for even that first day, they're not always notifying people, and they're not always serving up the content because they, as YouTube, aren't making any money because I'm not advertising on it. So it's kind of been a little bit of fuckery. So because of that, I can't count on AdSense. I don't make much on YouTube in general. And so because of that, I've created a Patreon page, which is a way for my viewers who enjoy the content to support the channel and allow me to keep creating. So that's what it is. But anyways, that's just kind of, I know, right, Simply Jenna? I totally agree. It's so frustrating. Thanks for inviting your fans, Melita. Woo, woo, woo. And Kristen Spilker, did I say that right? Yay, 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 yay. Thank you for the tip. So anyways, yeah, that's just some of the stuff. But to be truthful, it's only because of you and, our Kenyan community and the Patreon patrons that I'm able to keep doing this. So I really don't even worry about YouTube, even though I'm like repping them hard right now. It's mainly just because they give me free t-shirts. Who doesn't like a free t-shirt? But I don't count on it. I count on you because you're reliable. You come through and you guys like what I do, So you like my one-liners, Billy? I try some little zingers. Phew. Okay, let's answer some of your questions because that's... Oh, Skylar, you can... If you're wanting to send something, you can send it to my P.O. box. But if you're wanting to sign up for the Patreon, just go to Sheepishness. Put the link, but you can just go to here. I'll put it in here. Patreon.com. Thanks, Melita. You can go to that link that I just put in the chat. And you can check it out. And you can see nothing changes for you. You don't have to give. Don't feel any pressure. I'd never want any of you to feel stressed out about it. But anyway, so that's how I make my channel happen. It's because of you guys. And you can look at all the different rewards because at different levels you get different rewards. Okay, let's see. Saranda says, I'm finally able to research or to search for a therapist after 2 years. Things are finally looking better. That's so awesome. Yay, I'm so glad. Okay, let's see. Invite your fans, Kenyans. I know some people do get a little like confused about time zones, which I totally understand. Trust me, that's like...
I'm still trying to get used to living on the West Coast.
Yeah, right.
It's 20 years later. But...
It's 20 years later. Sean's a little slow, but to do that, you know.
Yep.
Oh, don't let me stop you. Is it Danacia? Danacia? Am I saying that right? I want you to make sure you get your homework done. Don't let me keep you. Thanks, Melita is coming in hot on this Friday. At 100,000 likes, the sheepish video search challenge. I know, right? She's so good. She's on top of it, man. The links coming at you. Oh, it is 3:11 p.m. on Friday for me. That is what time it is here.
Wait, it's Friday?
I already told you. Someone's not listening. Thanks, Ronnie. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, let's see. Yoitz is here. Yoitz, everybody's here. Ooh, Christy B. Welcome to the family. Take those earbuds out. We got a new subscriber. Yay, 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 yay. There's a lot of cowbell in these, so just so you know. Oh, Peggy, I'm so glad. I'm glad I could brighten your day. Okay, Little Dutchie says she's actually doing homework while watching. We're only here for 2 hours, so we'll hang out, we'll have a good time, and then you can get your homework done. It's Friday. We got to enjoy a little bit, right? 9:13 a.m. in Australia. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Oh, that's so cool, Ashley. Her family's coming this weekend for her college's family weekend. That's so awesome. Thanks, Melita. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. I can do homework or craft while I watch. You're very talented, Aaron. Such a multitasker. Ooh, fishing for compliments. You?
What?
You?
No.
What do you...
It wasn't supposed to go across the screen.
You look so beautiful, Sean.
What?
You look beautiful. You can't see your hand. He's such a goofball. Thanks, Melinda. Woo! I did walk like an Egyptian, Laura. Okay, let's see. Oh,
Thanks, Melita.
I know Melita's sending you some love. Lane, I'm assuming that's how you say it. Lane, oh, thanks, Ronnie. She says, I haven't told anyone how bad my eating disorder is. Advice? Honestly, it's always going to be scary to say it the first time. That's why I always that's why I always tell everyone to write down the things that they want to say and how they want to say it and practice saying it out loud, even if it's just to yourself in the car, because often we just don't know how to say things out loud, and when we start, it can be really scary, and then we shut down or we get off topic and we go on a tangent. So practice saying it, and then it's always going to be scary at the beginning, but just do it. Just push through. Once you've prepped, just say it, because that's the only way we can get you the help that you need and deserve, and the sooner you tell someone, the better. And just pick your most trusted person, the person that you feel the most comfortable talking with. Okay, Anais says, does depression have a minimum age? I don't believe so. I'd have to pull out the DSM, Anais, to see. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I'm just saying it because one of my friends, Anais, says her name, Anais, but it has an accent on the E. Thanks, Melita. I believe there's usually like diagnostic criteria around the ages, but I honestly don't think there's like a minimum. In my experience, people, even if you only get diagnosed, let's say at the age of 12, when you finally can get the diagnosis, you've been struggling forever, but that's just when they can finally diagnose you. Does anybody know what the age is off the top of your head? I'm on the DSM, like my laptop is sitting on it, or I dig it out and dig through it, but anyways, thanks, Ronnie. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, let's see. So I don't think there's no minimum. Okay. Alexandra says, can emetophobia turn into an eating disorder? It's not about weight, but I can't eat because I'm so afraid to throw up. It's technically not an eating disorder unless, remember what I've always said is like the preoccupation is with like weight, food, how to control your weight and food in some fashion or another, whether it's getting enough food and secretively eating it, or it's finding compensatory behaviors you can do to make up for it, or not eating, all that stuff. So if it's not revolving around that and it's more around the phobia, then it's still just emetophobia. But I do believe that emetophobia can cause a relapse or push us into an eating disorder, but I don't believe that one has to equal the other. Okay, thanks Sheep for putting that link in. I was talking a lot and I wasn't even breathing. Okay, let's see. Tegan and Sarah equally awesome. I agree, Amy. I agree. Okay, okay, Isabel asked, silly question. Do people have seasonal depression in California? It's very sunny, right? Yes, people can. The one thing, if you remember my old video about SAD, seasonal affective disorder, which is what seasonal depression is, we learned that even if it's sunny, people can actually get seasonal depression in the summer. It can be opposite. Like the winter is not really what affects them. It's having so much sunshine. And that's also common. So people do still get it, but I don't know if it's as severe just because I know the percentages of people who have it for the summer months versus the winter isn't as high of a percentage, but it still happens. Okay. Lost Souls, I do answer on Tumblr sometimes, but that's not the best place to find me. I'm more just like reblog and answer a question or two here or there. Thanks, Melita. 18 times. She's coming in hot. Woo woo. Okay, let's guess somebody. I'm just gonna do it. Let's find somebody we haven't talked to. And let's say hi. Okay. Emily B, have we guessed you before? I mean, I know the name. I know you, but I don't know if you guessed it on here. If maybe it's been a while. I'm in love. Oh, it is giveaway time. Hi. Can you turn that down, babe? How's it going?
Good. How about you?
Good, good. Give Sean pizza, Melita says. Happy Friday.
Yeah, you too. I'm gonna move to a different, intimate room because I don't know what happened to my family. My goodness, they left me. Oh, they're right there. Never mind.
Oh, surprise. Oh.
Hi, how are you?
So what's going on? Happy Friday. Did you have a good week?
Yeah, I had a great week. I went to a trampoline park, which was a ton of fun. So
awesome.
Yeah, they're my favorite.
Aaron asked if you have a Bob Ross t-shirt on.
I do!
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god, I love it so much. That's the best thing ever.
Isn't it?
Capture that moment.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. I just had to ask.
Yes, no, I love Bob Ross so much. I got it for my birthday, which was a couple weeks ago, so I'm super excited about it.
That's awesome.
Anyway, so I didn't have time to think of my question.
I know, sorry. I just was like, I'm gonna guess somebody.
I know. I was like, oh, and I was asking the question, do you have to be a number one fan to guess? And I asked it and then didn't get an answer, and I was like, I'm assuming not, but I don't know.
It's kind of just a random selection. I just
feel honored.
Oh, well, I feel honored. Thank you for joining me.
Yes. I have one thing to show you.
Yes.
Okay. So, I live in a town named after you. It's called Morton, Illinois. And so I have a little painting, this is Morton,
I
Illinois.
love it.
So I'm going to be sending it to you soon once I get stamps and stuff. But
I've got a spot for it right above the plate.
Good. I just think, hey, if you ever come, you have to come here because it's your town. And you're the pumpkin capital of the world. So.
What?
Yeah.
The Great Pumpkin?
The Great Pumpkin. That's so cool, though. This is the perfect time of year to come visit, then.
Yes, it is a perfect time of year. It smells like poop, though, when you walk outside because pumpkins being processed is not a good smell. But
I could see that because, even canned pumpkin, if it's not seasoned, it's a little stinky.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, I thought of my question.
Okay.
So, my question was, I don't really know how to word it, but how do you separate, your emotions from your job? So, me specifically talking about, not my actual job, because I'm a nanny and I love kids. It's so much fun. Mm-hmm. But, at church and stuff, sometimes I'll go and I'm, sad and I'm I want to take it on other people, but I for sure can't. So how do you learn how to do that?
So how do you kind of, just so I make sure I'm answering the question right, are you asking, how do you make sure that your emotions don't, for lack of a better term, infect what you're doing, your work?
Yes. Yeah, I just feel it's important to keep it separated just because I don't want to hurt anybody else's feelings. So
no,
yeah.
Totally. And the fact that you're even asking means that it's probably not as bad as you're worried or think that it is because you're conscious of it. But the best thing that I can recommend, or this is just speaking personally, because my job is particularly, it can be emotionally draining if I let it, and I can not be at my best, or I could be more, I don't know, I could be more short with people and not intend to, right? So it's all about the self-care, because I find that it's really when we're doing our worst that we legitimately like can't help it, and that's when we actually lash out or are hurtful or irritated or anything like that. So it's making sure you're taking care of yourself and you have your own outlets for it, because you have to have an outlet. And especially if you're having a really hard time, like maybe venting to your mom or a friend or someone before you get to work or get to your job or anything, like before you get to church, so that you don't feel like you get there and then you're like, blah, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's honestly my advice. I wish there was like a trick where it's like, well, you just do this and then it won't bother you there. But it's more like we have to take care of it so that then it doesn't bother us.
Right.
I know. Awesome. It's not the best answer, but it's the truth.
No, that's good. And then another quicker question. Like, actually, it might not be quicker. I don't know.
That's
How do you, like, I just want to know, I know you haven't done many videos on this, so I just wanted to, like, little touch on it. How, like, do you feel about, like, mental health and church being related? Like, religion of any kind?
I have one video I did about, I think it's like religion and therapy or something. And I kind of address it in that. But I think overall, my thoughts, I actually answer a question like this in one of the Patreon videos where someone's seeing their therapist who is like not pushing religion because they are religious. But I think that if it's important to you as the patient, then it should be important to your therapist and part of your mental health process. But I don't think that anyone should push it on you, or you should feel any pressure to integrate it if that's not where you're at. I also always use caution when people at churches are counseling others, only because they're not always licensed. Sometimes they are. Some of them are certified, but just I don't know. I've had my clients tell me that they weren't, when they went to church, it's like the people didn't let them know they weren't licensed and didn't refer out when they needed a higher level of care. And so that's the only danger zone, is like, it's fine to go talk to somebody and get some advice. It can be like, it's like a mentor, and it's someone who comes from the same background and same belief system as you, which can feel really validating and be really great. So I think it has a place. I just think there's, like anything, there's like limitations to it. But if it helps, it helps.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm not going to stay here much longer, but I want you to meet my parents.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm super excited about it. My mom knows who you are.
Oh.
Okay, Mom, you know that girl, that woman who's on YouTube who does all the mental health videos? Yeah, I'm talking to her right now.
Wow.
Hi. How's it going? Happy Friday.
Very cool. Happy Friday to you. Let the
weekend
begin.
I know, right? I'm in California, so I've got an hour and a half left.
Oh, that stinks. What brought all this about?
This is a live stream, and she guests people that are watching.
So. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Emily's guesting.
Like my Bob Ross friend.
It's so cool.
You like Bob Ross.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
She's so cute.
She's seen, like, I think 1 or 2 of your videos, so.
That's awesome.
Yep. So.
Well, it was so good to see you. Thanks for guesting.
Yeah, it was nice to see you.
Thanks for letting us meet your mom.
Of course. She's now a star, I'm sure.
I know. It's funny because I try to explain live streaming to my mom and stuff, and she's like, oh, so like anybody? Like it's still like, oh, okay. Like through the power of the internet.
I'm glad she understands.
I know. She's totally, you got a hip mom.
Oh, yeah. A little bit. Sometimes.
Well, it's good to see you, Emily. Thanks for guesting.
You too. Yep.
Okay, talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
I know, right, Carly? It is getting serious. Oh, and this isn't swamp juice. It's just water. It's just got ice in it. No swamp juice today. Who was it? Queen Maureen thought it was swamp juice. It's because we have the same plastic cups. Oh yeah, thanks, Lady Peters. Emily, if you want to watch my video about religion and therapy, Lady Peters just put the link in there. Hey, oh, it's time for a giveaway. You're right. Thanks for reminding me. I got distracted. Okay. Who do we think deserves a giveaway today? Let's see. Whoop, whoop. Simply Jenna's whooping, whooping. Queen Maureen would love one. Lexi would love one. Emily Cunningham wants one. Oh, bye, Cine. Have a wonderful weekend. Kristen Spilker. Am I saying that right? I think I've already asked. Anika says, yay, giveaway. Oh, Monica wants one. Daisy wants one. What do we think, you guys? Alyssa. We got, okay, Melissa, Kayla. Who should it be? A pizza lover deserves one. It's true, Billy. I wish I had a pizza thing to give away. I don't think I have one of those. Okay, I'm just going to pick somebody. I'm going to pick somebody. Lexi B, you're our winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Lexi, you won. What do we want? Oh, you guys, I need to clothe him. He's been naked for a while. Oh my God. Okay, I have two things to tell you. Now I'm distracted, so bear with me. But one of my favorite people I follow on Instagram is Something Navy, and she has a little girl, and her name is Ruby Lou, and her favorite doll is a minion. It's like a small one, and he just has one eye, but I love it. And every time she's like walking around the house, she's got it under her arm, and I'm like, is that my child? I think it is. Okay, let's see. What do we have? I know, I'll dress you, minion. I'm sorry. Aren't these still so cute, though? I think these are going to be the first outfit. Okay, because I feel like minions want to be in overalls, right? Okay, we've got... You know what I found? We had a sheep left. Remember this? Also, we've got the thumb chucks. I know he is cold, Aaron. I'm a neglectful mom. My minion. Okay, let's see. We've got pineapple socks. Hey. We've got poop. Remember the poop?
We've got poop.
We've got poop. So Lexi, you have to kind of let us know what we want. We have a t-shirt. We have 2 t-shirts. We have a fidget toy that I just love. I know you can't hear it, but it's like got a...
Do you have any shirts?
I do have shirts. Okay, I'll show the shirts.
Ooh, we do have shirts. That's
we
right.
do. I don't have the ones from this month
the
yet.
The coolest shirts in the world.
Because they will be done this weekend. We have a medium of this one that was designed by Tanya out of Australia. So we have a couple of those. This is a medium, and then the other is a large, and then we have a small, medium, and large, and this and that one. And then I have, I think, one more left of the month before. Yes, just one. It's an extra large, and it's these. Do you see it? Isn't that cute?
Right, that one's awesome.
So cool. Really like do any of those work? Let me know, Lexi. Lexi. So those are the t-shirts. If you want me to keep showing you things, we have a lot of other things. I haven't even gotten into the coloring books or anything. Let me know if you see anything, honey. And then we also have like the friendship bracelet making thing, which is super cool. Oh, don't forget squirrel underpants. What? Also, oh, I have one of these left too. Where you can make origami animals. Let's see. What would you like, Lexi? We also have some journals.
Come on, Lexi. You can do it.
Tell us. Oh, remember this? We got one of these. Yay. Oh, and just so you guys know,
Lexi?
I don't know where Lexi is.
Oh, I want the pineapple socks.
Pineapple socks. Take the socks.
Carefully considering it. That's really what's happening.
These are yours. Okay.
Woo!
And I don't think there's any other cute socks left at this point. I think that's the last of the socks. But we do have this cute thing. Hello. Okay.
Whoa.
Isn't it cute?
Sheep.
Okay, let's...
How do I email you?
Email me your address to info@katiemorton.com. I will check it to give your address, and I will mail this out to you. Probably on Monday. So if you're in the States, it takes about 2 to 3 days to get to you. If you're out of the country, it takes like about a week or 2. If you're in Australia, I don't know. That post, you guys, the Australia post takes forever. They gotta get on it. Okay. I gotta put the minion away. He says bye. But anyways, next Friday is my birthday. So I'm just telling you ahead of time because I won't be doing a live stream because I'll be birthdaying and such. I'm gonna turn 34, you guys. a year older and none the wiser. But I'm just going to do a fun day of nothing with my friend Joe in the morning and then with Sean in the afternoon and evening. So it'll be fun. I know. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, it is a Friday the 13th. I'm not a superstitious person. I was born. I know it. And I've had tons of birthdays on a Friday the 13th. I was actually born on a Wednesday, I believe. If my mom even remembers, she might have just said that to get me off her case. But anyways, yes. So, Lexi, make sure you email your address to me. Oh, and Bridget Arndt says, how do I get over the embarrassment of eating disorder behaviors? And it cut off, Bridget. It like said I, and that was it. Thanks, Ryan. So the truth about it is that talking with a professional is probably best when it comes to eating disorders because we understand why they're there and what's causing them, and we're working with you to heal that. And we're not just looking at the symptoms because we know it's not actually you, it's your eating disorder. And that's why it can help to externalize the eating disorder and call it by a different name, because that can really help us know that it's not us. And it's not us that wants to do those things, it's our eating disorder. And making it externalized can help us get some distance between the things that we've done, the shame and embarrassment that can be associated with some of the behaviors, knowing that it wasn't us. And I would encourage you to keep telling yourself that. That's not me, that was my ED. Or that was, you can give it a name. You can give it like, whatever kind of, that was, poop face over there. Whatever you want to call it. Give it a name and blame it for it. And see if that kind of helps you put some distance. Because that can help, I don't know, that's helped some of my clients at least. Also, I have a random question for you, Kenyans. You're not going to be able to see this, but last weekend, it's kind of coming out. I don't know. So I got a black dot in there. But anyways, I picked up a cactus last weekend at West Elm to see how much they were. They were expensive, so I didn't get one. But when I went to put it back down, the cactus next to it poked me, and it left a thorn in my finger, and I don't know what to do to get it out because it's like right by my fingernail. And Sean, we've just been like hoping it'll work its way out, which maybe it is now because I finally can like see it at least.
Oh, new subscriber.
Do you guys have any advice? Oh, Bethany, take out your earbuds. We got a new subscriber. Welcome to the family. So anyways, it was my own fault. Yes, and I've been, tea tree oil, Peggy. I hadn't heard that, but I've done the hydrogen peroxide. It's not terribly painful, Ronnie. It was painful at the beginning. I can't use tweezers, Melita, because it's not actually poking out. I don't know. Hot water, then tweezers. Amputation. I know, that's what Sean's like. Use this knife and just like dig around until it comes out. He wasn't being serious, but yeah, it's in the nail bed, Nancy. It's like right, I don't know if you guys can even see it. Do you see that little black bit?
Can you see it?
Right there? It's like legit where my nail like ends. I'll try the warm cloth. Yeah, I thought about just going to the doctor if it won't come out. And maybe a needle. I haven't done anything really. I've like just been cleaning it because I couldn't tell it hurt, but I couldn't see anything. So I was like, what do I even do? So anyways, I'll try a needle. I'll try the heat. I hadn't even heard like that heat could help. And what's black salve, Carol? I don't even know what that is. I haven't heard of it. Glue. I thought about, Aaron, when I was looking online.
I heard pizza helps.
I heard pizza help. Sean's had a one-track mind, you guys. But somebody said to put wax, like, little strips of wax that we use. Anyway, that's enough about me. Blah, blah, blah. I know. Yada, yada. Let's move on. I'm here to talk to you about your questions and stuff. But warm cloth, needles, tweezers. Okay. Oh, Emily B, subscribe. Are you ready? Take those earbuds out. Yay, 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 yay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Welcome to the family. And what is that photo? Are you in a pool? What's that? I like it. I like it. Oh, black salve draws it out. You're kidding me. Can I order this on Amazon? Okay. Baptizing. Oh, so cool, Emily. I was like, it looks like you're in water, but you're fully clothed. That explains it a lot. Okay. Black salve it is. I will order that. Okay, let's answer some questions. But yeah, I think it is kind of pushing its way out because it stopped hurting as much and actually even started itching a little bit today. But I don't like it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm not sure how to say this name. Wiola? W-I-O-A? Says, you can pick it up at Walgreens. Okay, sorry. Bianca Rosado! We got a new subscriber! Woo, 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 woo. Welcome to the family. But the question that flew away. because it moves so speedy. Asked how to deal with friends making comments about your dermatillomania when it's like excoriation when you pick skin picking. And I have a video about that if you want more information. And they said friends making mean comments about it essentially. I believe, oh Lord, we got so many subscribers, you guys. Woo, Lord W. Welcome to the family. Woo, 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 woo. But thanks, Sheep. Thanks for putting that in there. But I think the truth about friends, and I want you all to hear this because I hear a lot of things like, how do I deal with friends feeling this way or that way? I truly think we have to give them the chance to hear us out and to change. And it's also good practice for us to express what we feel and how we're doing. And so I would encourage you to take the time to actually talk to them and say, hey, you know, you saying things like that on one-on-one, pick one. Don't do it in a group. I find that to be really hard and really difficult, and it can make things worse sometimes. Get them in a, you know, take them on their own, your closest friend, and say something effective like, you know, when you say things like that, it's hard, and I know you may not even mean it in a hurtful way, but I'm super self-conscious because I can't stop picking. You could even show them my video. Be like, watch this for more information. I'm not just making it up. I would appreciate it if you do blank. Like, not say it, or at least consider that, and then walk away. Give them the time to digest it. Let them know that, you know, you're just hurt, you're not mad, and you hope that you can figure it out. Because I find when we finally communicate, ooh, a horsey. When we finally communicate and give them a chance, most of the time they'll come around. And if they don't, they're not worth it. And then they're not friends anyways. And so we have to let them know, because people can't read our minds. Hear that also. People can't read our minds. We have to tell them what we're upset about and let them hopefully help us and make us feel better, make us feel heard, understood, and all that lovely stuff. Okay. Totally, Peggy. I'm definitely picturing the scene in Dirty Dancing. If you hear Time of My Life and you don't think that, I don't know, maybe different generations, but still, that's what I always think of. Okay. And Jen, you're on. Did you know that I got your card in the mail? I opened it on the last live stream or the one before. I just saw your name come up, and so, anyways, I know, Anika, I can't help it. Okay, Charlotte says, hi Katie, my therapist said I might have DID. Please tell me more about it. Charlotte, I actually have a whole video.
Sheepishness is supposed to...
Oh, Sheep is on it! Sheep is so quick. I feel like, I know. It's like, it's like computer. I know, you're amazing. I also talked about it in my video with Dodie on her channel, because she has depersonalization, derealization, which is DPDR, which can be like a component of dissociation as a whole. But DID itself is usually what we used to call multiple personality disorder. And it can be born out of complex trauma, because often our alters, the other personalities of us, our alters can split off because we can feel weak as ourself, and so we split off and have this other persona we act out of as a way to protect ourselves or as a way to vent about certain things. Watch my video on it. It'll hopefully help explain a little bit more, because DID is there's so much to it. My only error in that video that I've learned from my Kenyans and my other community members is that I forget the term they use, but having all the alters come back together and like work and no longer be split off is not always a goal. It can be for some people, but often it's just helping all of your different alters be better at working together, and so there's less conflict. Okay, I hope that helps. Nancy T, the DSM that I use is the most recent. It is the 5, I think. It's the purple one. Sorry, it's under my laptop. I think it's the DSM-5.
But truthfully, you're writing like DSM-7.
The DSM-5. Okay. Ooh, whoa. Top 50.
That's close.
Did you like me get? Yes? Is this too much? Is it too much? Tell me when it's too much. I'm just kidding. Okay. Let's see. Yes, exactly. Sheep. Sheep is so good. Okay, thanks, Ronnie. And hopefully, Sheep, Sean and I will get to come to Montreal sometime soon, and I'll get to meet you in person. Oh, you want to sing, Emily? We'll have to see if we have time, because we'll try to guess some other people too, but I would love it. I would love it. Oh, thanks, Aaron P. You guys, I'm really liking, not that you care necessarily, maybe you do, but I always use brow gel and I dye my eyebrows, because otherwise they're like half blonde and it's kind of weird. They like trail off. But Charlotte Tilbury's eyebrow gel is like thebomb.com. It's my favorite. I highly recommend it if you're into that thing. Okay, let's answer some questions. Birth of Destiny says, is it normal to think your eating disorder isn't bad enough because you can't purge and restrict all the time? I feel so guilty about not being successful in those. Oh, hey, Buddha Zua. Am I saying that right? Zua? I honestly think the eating disorders are such sons of bitches that they'll never tell us we're good enough. They'll always tell us that whatever we're doing isn't sick enough, it's not enough, the numbers of times of things, the amount that we're doing, eating, working out, whatever, isn't enough. And so it's very normal for us to feel like our eating disorder, A, isn't bad enough to get help, that B, we're not actually thin enough, overweight enough, sick enough, eating enough, not eating enough, whatever, to get any kind of treatment or help or even talk about it. All of that is so normal. But you know what? It's full of shit and it's lying. So don't listen, and instead know that if you have any type of eating disorder behavior, if you find yourself even in the disordered eating, you know, I've talked about disordered eating and how it's like a precursor to eating disorders in a lot of ways. Even in that realm, you still deserve to get help. Not one is like not one eating disorder is worse or better or, you know, sicker or not sicker than another. They all deserve treatment. And so the sooner you reach out, the better. Okay? I hope that helps. I know that it's hard to even hear sometimes. Yeah, Sheep's got a good video that she just put in. What if I think I'm not sick enough? Because we all think that because our eating disorder lies. Okay. Oh, what eyeshadow am I using, Holes? Follow me on Instagram. I'll put it on my Insta stories. It's a benefit. Oh, BG222. We got a new subscriber. Take your earbuds out. Woo! Welcome to the family, BG. Yay. Oh no, this is just water. It's just a green cup, so it looks like swamp juice. But, Laura W subscribed. I believe it showed Laura, but we'll give you a little cowbell anyway. Woo. Welcome to the family, Laura. The eyeshadow is a benefit color. It's like pink and shiny. I'll put it on my Insta stories, and remind me if I don't.
Nope.
Addison, we got so many. Woo. Welcome to the family, new subscriber. We got so many subscribers today. Swamp juice. Someone said explain. Thanks for asking, because I forget. But the last 2 live streams, I think, Sean and I have been periodically trying to drink smoothies as additions, like to our meals, with some spinach and some frozen berries in it and stuff, because it essentially doesn't taste like spinach, and it's an easy way to add in like iron, fiber, and just veggies. And you guys know that before, I forget when I even said that, but I struggle, like I have low iron sometimes. And my doctor's like, you need to eat more red meat and stuff. But there's also beans and spinach and different ways you can add it in. I think broccoli, if I remember correctly, is another good add-in. But anyway, so as a result, every so often Sean and I try to have smoothies with some spinach in them. So it looks like swamp juice. So that's been the joke.
It's a little green.
It's a little green. But it doesn't taste bad.
In fact, there's an avocado in each one.
Yes, avocado even too, yes. So anyway, that's just been an easy way to kind of add in some vitamins and nutrients and have a snicky snack. So yeah, that's what the swamp juice is. But normally, it's just water. It's just been the last 2 live streams been total swamp juice land. Okay, I will be on for an hour and 15 minutes. Someone was asking. Yeah, a sandwich too. I did that yesterday, Marcella. I agree. Okay, Gary, hey, thanks for the likes. Alexis, thanks for the likes. Okay, Kai says, what do good boundaries in a therapeutic relationship look like? To be truthful, Bethany, ask that question one more time in a minute once I'm done with, no, official Reese, I have and we have an hour and 15 left. So I'll be off at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and right now it's
another one.
Oh, Sharky Blue! Oh, it's a dog. I love the picture. Woo. Welcome to the family. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, back to Kai's question. You thought I forgot? I didn't. Healthy boundaries in a relation or in a therapeutic relationship it's not going to be the same for everybody, but I can give you some kind of points along the way so that you know what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. The first one that comes to mind is mainly because I'm a therapist myself, and that is communication outside of session. And it should be kept to a minimum only for emergencies and scheduling, unless, and that's why I say emergencies, unless you're really struggling with suicidal thoughts, then I almost always, and I say almost because sometimes they have another mental health professional they're working with, they prefer to check in with, but there should be check-ins every so often, even between sessions, to make sure that we're okay and we're safe. But if a therapist is like, call me anytime, talk to me, email me, I'll email you right back, that's not good. Because a therapist isn't like a best friend. They're someone who is supposed to healthfully guide you, keeping their own ish out of it, helping you better understand your ish, and move you along in a direction towards the goals that you've set together. Thanks, Ronnie. Woo woo. And so, bye, Music Lover Forever. Also, don't forget that your t-shirts are out next month. I've got your designs, and they will be coming out. I know, your ish. But so that's kind of the difference, and that's why, that's how we keep a healthy boundary. Like Gary's saying, my T says call the office, and that usually works unless it's it's an emergency and you need to get a hold of them. So that's one of the things. The second thing is that, honestly, also Kai, just rewatch my video about what makes a good and a bad therapist, because in there I talk about, thanks Jenny B, how they shouldn't talk about themselves. I shouldn't spend the session telling you my own process or things that I've gone through. The only reason I should mention something is if it kind of aids in your story. Like you're trying to tell me something and I'll say, well, do you mean like for me, for instance, when I struggled with that, I talked about it this way, or this is how it felt, just to try to move things along for you. And so that would be the reason that you'd share any kind of personal information. So those are the two main components with it. And yeah, does that help, Kai? Let me know if you have any follow-ups, but I hope that kind of helps. It's just code. Thanks, Brandon G. Woo, 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 woo. And thanks, Sheep, for putting those links in. You are on point today, as every day. Okay. Bianca says, as a therapist, is it easy to miss someone who's bipolar, or is it kind of obvious to diagnose? It's not. Okay, cool, Kai. I'm glad. It's not. I'm sorry, Laura. What's your question? You can ask it in the chat, and I'll try to see it. Bipolar disorder, I've talked about this a lot with BPD and even depression. There's a lot of misdiagnoses or misdiagnosis between those three, because people who are bipolar don't tend to come in to see me, especially as an outpatient therapist, when they're like hypomanic, which would be the way that we could catch it before it goes into mania, because hypomania often feels somewhat good. Not for everybody. Some people definitely feel irritable because they have like a mixed episode where they're depressed and manic at the same time. But most of the time, it's when they're depressed that they come to see someone because they feel like shit and they want to feel better. And so when you first meet them, they'll talk about depression, because depression is a component of bipolar disorder. But where we find out is honestly either A, watching them kind of go into hypomania and come out, or B, being misdiagnosed and getting treated by a psychiatrist and being given an antidepressant, because an antidepressant can push someone who's bipolar out of the depressive symptoms into mania. Oh, Derica, woo, 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 woo. New subscriber. So many subscribers today. Welcome to the family. Yay. So that's why it's misdiagnosed, is because that's when people come in to see us. And so also that's why it's so important to take a full history and to talk to parents or talk to a loved one of some sort, whether it's a roommate or a boyfriend, girlfriend, whomever. It's important that we talk to them to find out more, because only then can we actually figure out what's going on. So that's why it's, that's kind of why it's so misdiagnosed. Cal Jones, I'm not sure how you subscribe. Can anybody tell Cal Jones how to do that? I'm not the best on that. Okay. Madison says, hey, Katie, can you explain the difference between a psychologist and a psychometrist? What? Sorry. And the difference between a psychotherapist and a therapist. So psychotherapists and therapists are the same. It's interchangeable. And so we can kind of use either. People do that all the time. But I'm not sure a psychologist and a psychometrist. I think maybe you mean a psychiatrist, because a psychiatrist can, thanks Sydney Hawkins, woo, 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 woo. Because a psychiatrist is a medical doctor, meaning they went to medical school, they can prescribe medication. A psychologist did not go to medical school. They have a PhD in psychology, and so that's why they're a doctor. They have a doctorate. in psychology. So that's kind of the difference. I get really frustrated. I know that not everybody agrees with this, but I get really frustrated when people who don't have an MD, who aren't physicians, try to recommend a certain medication. I feel it's appropriate for us to say, well, we know SSRIs or SNRIs work best for depression. That's a blanket statement. But talk to your doctor. See what's best for you. That's all that I'm comfortable talking about with my clients because I didn't go to medical school. I took one class about medication. So I really get pissy when like psychologists or therapists, social workers, anybody tries to say they know what you should be on. You need to see a specialist. That's what they went to school for. Okay, off my soapbox. You guys know what I mean though. Okay. A psychometrist? Anyways, I hope that answers your question. If it's not right, you guys let me know. Thanks, Gary. I'm glad you agree. Yes, a psychometrist. Somebody said it's about touching, someone who learns things about a patient by touching inanimate objects. I don't know, Madison.
A psychometrist is responsible for the administration and scoring of psychological and neuropsychological
Oh, they do the tests.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under the supervision of a psychologist or neuropsychologist.
Did you guys hear that? So a psychometrist, if I'm even saying that right. Thanks, Holly. Holly's here. Woo, woo, woo. Thanks, Wally. Ooh, Wally. Sean's going to die. He hated that movie, but I loved it so much. But a psychometrist is responsible. I'm just going to read this out loud because I didn't know this either. A psychometrist is responsible for the administration and scoring of psychological and neuropsychological tests under the supervision of a clinical psychologist or a clinical neuropsychologist. And so what that really means is if you're going to take any testing or assessment, they're the ones that are going to score it. So they may be the ones that administer it and talk to you, and then they're going to score it and they'll give it on. So that would be, yeah, Sean is on the Google, awkward strawberry. Oh, and someone asked what, I know Wally. Oh my God, I love that. So hardcore. Yes, all is well, Mergen. Like when he's like, look what I can do. And he shoves out the garbage in a little cube. I mean, he doesn't say, look what I can do, because I don't really actually talk, but that's what made it so powerful. Am I right? Someone asked, oh, Holly Heart Trending, whose sticker is that? That's so cute. I love it. Thanks, Madison Elizabeth. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, so someone asked what path I took to become a therapist. The path that
On the left.
Path on the left? The one on the left. Take the left turn. Take the first left turn. No, I went to undergraduate, did a 4-year degree, majored in psychology and music. Spoilers. Didn't end up getting a double major in music because I wouldn't have finished in 4 and I paid for my own schooling. So I just kind of let that hang. Just did choir and piano for no good reason. Some musical theory just for shits and giggles. But graduated with my, I think it was BA, technically, a Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology. Took a year off. Took the exam, the GRE, to get into graduate school. And I went back and got my master's in clinical psychology with emphasis on marriage and family therapy, which is why I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. So that's kind of the process through schooling. Thanks, Isabel Pell. Woo, 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 woo. Then I gathered my 3,000 hours and took my licensing exam about 5 years later. So just a short 4, 5, 6, a short 12 years late, not 12, 11, about 11 years later. No, about 12 actually, until I was licensed. So, so quick. Oh, little Heartling, new subscriber. Woo, 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 woo. Welcome to the family. I love your little avatar, that little kitty cat. Okay, let's see. Oh, you got rats? You have mice, Kai? I didn't even know. Like, as pets, you guys, don't get scared. Ooh, Bethany's starting paramedic training. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, play the piano for you one day? It's been a long time, Ronnie. I'd have to practice, but it's a good goal. It's a good goal. I should get back into that. I had to do that. I have really small hands, you guys, like little chubby, stubby hands. Sophie P, thank you, thank you. But look how good they clap. They still work. But anyway, so piano and guitar have been really hard for me because I can't like stretch them to do chords and to do bar chords. Holy moly. Okay, like not real problems, but I used to think it was because I was Polish. My grandma said these were Polish hands. But now we all know.
That's not true.
That's all bullshit.
Grandma lied.
Meg Ann, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see. I have bear claws currently. Oh, you're on crutches. I'm so sorry, Princess Panda. Oh, we miss you too, Holly. I'll be on at later times, in following weeks. I just, trying to do different time zones for different people to make it work for everybody. Yeah, Awkward Strawberry, you have to let me know what you find out. Okay, Awkward Introvert says, how do you handle starting a relationship if you're starting recovery for an eating disorder? I honestly think that relationships are hard to start when we're just in the process of starting our own treatment. Even if that treatment isn't related to like an eating disorder or anything that's like health-wise, risky. It's the emotional stuff I'm concerned about because there's going to be a lot that you're going through. And I'm not saying you can't have a healthy relationship or you can't start a relationship. It's just hard because there are going to be a lot of times when you're just feeling really overwhelmed. And you don't really have anything left to give. And it can be hard to be there for someone else as well as being there for you. Also, as a side note, I've had a lot of clients go through the recovery process and then be like, I don't really like this person. This came from sick me. Oh, much love to you, Holly. I'm glad you're hanging on. Hang in there. We're thinking of you. So anyways, I think relationships are there. It's okay. I would never tell someone you can't be in a relationship. But I think that it's a really hard thing. And I think that you deserve to give yourself the time to heal and then decide if you want to be in a relationship. But those are just my thoughts. That's, you do you. You pick what's best for you. Okay. Let's answer one more question. We'll guess somebody and then I'm going to do mail haul. Cool? Okay, Aaron P says, I keep having nightmares about binging and purging as well as dreams about being attacked. Is that normal with recovery or when working on stuff? Yes, Aaron, it's very normal. It's funny that you say the dreams. I don't think I've talked about this before at all. Thanks giving the assist. Woo, woo, woo. The truth about it is that when we are trying to give something up, it's very normal for us to still engage in it in our dreams. It's almost like the last thing to go because it's like our subconscious being like, this is something we used to do. What about this? Because you're working on things. And so it's like bringing it back up. Like, hey, we used to do this. And you're like, I know, but I don't want to. So know that process is very normal and they will go away as we continue the healthy path, and don't engage in the behaviors. Obviously, we're all going to have slip-ups. That's not what I'm talking about. But as long as we don't go back to it, those, nightmares and stuff will go away. As far as the fear of being attacked and everything, if you're working through trauma, Aaron, if you're finally talking about all that you've been through, that's very normal too. But please let your dietitian/therapist, because I know Julie does both for you, let her know that this is coming up so that she can work with you. And maybe things are going too fast or maybe they're going too slow. But just keep her, in the loop on it because that as a therapist, to me, that tells me a lot on like your process. And maybe we just need a session where we just process what we've been talking about for a bit. And maybe those will go away. But if they don't, they will go away as you work through it. Does that make sense? I hope that helps. Let me know, Aaron. Okay. Let's, what does a sub get a person? Jessica, I think it gets stickers. You get the little tree. You can put things across the screen. You get not super chat, but it's like bold chat. I don't know. What else do you get, you guys? Anyways, okay. Okay, next up.
Oh, free rewatch.
Free rewatch. Do you have to pay to rewatch? Well, I put it on YouTube, but. Okay, Jen. We're guesting Jen Asbell. She says she's.
Ah!
Ooh.
What?
Hello. Hello. How's it going?
Wait, we can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Is the volume not turned on?
I want it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
There I am. Oh, I got echo. I'm going to put my headphones in. Is it echoey still? Hi. You guys, is it
no?
echo? Okay. How's it going?
Wait, come closer.
Okay, go ahead.
What's going on?
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Happy Friday.
Come closer, jeez, be my friend.
Don't be scared. We don't bite.
Yeah.
So how's your day? What are you guys up to?
Drinking beer.
It's
hanging
Friday.
out.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, it's Friday. I had a half day at work today, so that was really fun. And then we found out that you were live streaming, and then Melissa came over after work to watch together.
Awesome.
Woo!
Woo, woo,
So that's kind of
woo,
fun.
Yay.
By the way, we use your sounds in our normal conversations every day.
I love it.
Yeah. kind of fun. It's like yay. But
woo woo. Yeah. It gets, keeps life exciting, right? I love it. That's awesome. Do you guys have any questions or anything? I don't want to not give you a chance if you have questions.
We were just talking about this. We were like, what are we going to do if she guesses us? Do we have questions?
I don't think we were prepared. I don't think we thought that it was going to happen.
That's okay.
I actually do have a question.
Okay.
So I had therapy today, and we were talking a lot about OCD stuff that I never really have worked on before. And she was saying that it could be helpful to try to give I know with eating disorders, you can kind of give it a name and be like, this is not me, this is...
Sorry, my headphones on
okay.
the phone for work, and I want to make sure I hear everything. I'm like, he's editing something for work. So okay, so you haven't talked about the OCD things.
Yeah, and she was saying that it can be helpful to kind of give that a name as well. With I know when you're kind of working on an eating disorder, you can say oh, that was not me, that was Ed or whatever, you talked about just a couple minutes ago. Have you ever done that with clients with OCD or found out if that maybe helped or not?
I haven't done it myself, but I could see how that would help, because the whole point of OCD, or the whole way to overcome it, not the point. The point is to distract you with anxiety and compulsions and obsessions. But the way to stop it is to actually just stop doing the things, which is really hard. That sounds so simple, but it's really fucking hard. And so I think it could be helpful when you're trying to not do the thing to feel like it's like a bully or a jerk, just an external thing that's do this, you'll feel better. You got to do that thing. You didn't do that thing. How come you haven't done that thing? All of the chitter chatter that is OCD.
Sorry, that was my dog.
I was like, was that a dog? So I think it could help. Does that make sense? Do you think that would be helpful for you?
Maybe it sounds weird, but I would try it.
Yeah. Do you have trouble
so
not doing the thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
UCI.
So you could give it a try.
Actually, you know what?
Because maybe, I don't know. Because okay, so my brain with if you're my client and we were trying to work on this, if you had a really hard time not acting out on the obsession, not doing the compulsion, and we talked about this as an option, I think it could be helpful to even think of the OCD as a different creature, to draw it, to talk about it. What would it look like? What would its character be? How would it talk to you? What's its voice sound like? Because if we can paint enough of a picture of it, then it's we're not fighting against ourselves, we're fighting against that thing. And sometimes that helps us take that first step to be well, I don't have to do it right now because it's just this nasty garbage thing that's bothering me. I don't know. Give it a try. Let me know.
Yeah.
Because I've read books on OCD, but no one's ever talked about that. So
yeah, I've never.
We're pioneers, Jen.
So going back
okay. Yeah.
Her
but
point,
I mean, I don't know. Think about it. If you think it could help, it doesn't hurt.
What does she want?
So.
Yeah. You have a question?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. It's either Fashion Island or UCI. I suspect it's UCI.
I don't know. I think I've just mainly been dealing with a lot of suicidal thoughts, and just having them.
Yeah, so then it would be UCI.
Around. They're not. I saw your video on the OCD thoughts versus.
Yeah, suicidal versus obsession.
Yeah. I don't think I have OCD. But my thoughts just kind of stick around all the time.
I don't think that's a road.
I don't know how to stop them.
Parking lots.
Do you
I think that's UCI.
have you felt like you've always been I don't know, we call it dysthymia, a low grade depression. Do you feel like your depression just lingers? It never, because for some people depression's
hold on, I'll take a photo.
It comes and goes in peaks, and yours might be more steady. So you don't feel the thoughts come and go. You feel they're just always kind of there, hanging out in the background,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll have maybe a period of a really high,
Mm-hmm.
and then the depression will come back pretty hard. But in general, I think it's pretty steady.
And that might just be, I don't know, are you seeing anybody, or are you on vacation or anything like that?
Sorry, what was that?
My computer sound was... Oh no, it froze.
Oh no! Oh no! Are we back?
Yeah.
Okay, we're back? Okay. I said, are you seeing anybody, or have you taken any medication for it?
Yeah, I'm actually seeing an awesome therapist. And then I'm trying to get in to see a psychiatrist currently. So.
Okay, awesome. And that could be really helpful. Like for my clients who have like depression that just hangs around and it causes suicidal thoughts. For me, that's like it's a red flag. We're like, oh, we need to figure out a way to treat this, because therapy in and of itself, even though it does wonders, if it just hangs, it's hard to do anything, right? It's like hard to try any of the things your therapist tells you all the time, because sometimes you're just like, I don't wanna. Everything's hard.
Yeah, that's definitely used to
you know. So hopefully the medication can, if they think it's a good idea, and if you're comfortable taking it, that it can pull you out enough, and we can figure out where it's really coming from.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
I'm really down to try it. So.
But yeah, I don't think it's OCD though if it hangs like that. OCD is more like, it's more intrusive. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're like, why am I thinking about that? You know, versus being like, well, I just kind of feel like shit, and so it's here again. There it is. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it's good to see you both.
Thanks for guesting us.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, my dog ran away. I was going to let you meet my dog, but he went down the stairs.
I saw his head for a little bit. He popped in for a minute.
Yeah, that's Tucker. He's super cute.
I was like, yeah. Oh. Well, maybe next time.
Yeah.
Thank you for like all that you do. So I just kind of wanted to tell you that. So.
Yeah. Of course. Happy to help. Glad I can be a resource.
All right.
And
thank you.
Jen's like an OG. Been around
Yeah.
for a long time, Jen.
Years back when you had your really weird, awkward videos. But they were great.
Thanks for hanging around through that.
They're awesome.
It's like puberty.
It is. It's like puberty on the internet. You're like, I don't know what to do with myself. Oh, we got a dog?
Walked across my computer. Tucker, come here. Come here.
He's like, I do what I want. Oh, so cute. Oh.
This is him.
He's like, I don't know where that sound is coming from. So cute, Tucker. Tucker? No, we're not getting him. It's okay.
Thanks for guesting us.
Yes, of course. Thanks for being on. Have a wonderful Friday. Enjoy your beers and enjoy hanging out. Bye. I'll see you soon. Bye. Tucker, so cute. Okay, Sean's off the phone. Is that okay? Do you guys hear me okay? Let me know. Thanks, Ronnie. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, the chat froze. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I've looked at Bored Panda, A Dissonant Melody. He does have cute monsters. He does like mental illness creatures and stuff. Super cute. I know it's true, Queen Maureen. He's editing a video for work. I know he's not worried about you guys even hearing it. It's not super exciting. They're just editing. I forget what it even is. He does some stuff for like travel bureaus. So I don't know if that's what he's doing. He's got a bunch of pictures of like hotels up. So that's what I would guess that it is. Okay. You were fine, Melissa. You weren't awkward at all. You guys did great. I would be super nervous too. Hey, Sean is a busy businesswoman. It's true, Lady Peters. Sean ordered pizza with no... Oh, Alyssa. That's such a cute little photo. I love the little pineapples. Okay. Is there another way to message me, Laura? On here is good. And then also on Mondays, when Monday's video comes out, I am in the chat, I'm in the comments quite a bit. I also am on Twitter off and on. There's quite a few ways to get a hold of me. Do you guys feel like that, or do you feel like I'm not available? Katie, question. Lately, I have it cut off. But I feel like I'm pretty available. You guys let me know if you don't feel that way. I try to do... Okay, thanks, Sophie P. Yeah, I do my best to answer as many questions. Okay, thanks, Incipient Beauty. Incipient Beauty? That's a cool name. And my website is up. Yeah, and Twitter, I said that, Pantalina. It works sometimes. I feel like... Oh, what is this? What is it? Ronnie, come in hot. Whoa, is it like potions? Woo, 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 woo. That's so cool, Ronnie. I love that. It's like science. It's like potions. It's like Harry Potter. All the things we love. You guys, I put up my Harry Potter. Do you guys see my Hogwarts? Where is it? Do you see the Hogwarts thing up at the top there? Yeah. I put that up. Sarah made it. Do you guys remember? Thank you, Ronnie. Whoa. You guys, 82,000 likes. This is crazy. Okay. I'm going to answer. I know Hufflepuff for the win. I don't even have my mug, but it's out there. It's in the kitchen. I just pulled it out of the dishwasher. I know it looked crazy at the very beginning. It's super cool, though. I think it was swinging from, I know, I wish I had, like, you know, extra fancy things. Like, what's his butt? King Tay has like that light in the back that shoots out different colors and shapes and stuff. This isn't a discotheque, you guys. This is just my office. These are the things I look at while I work. Okay, let's do the mail haul again. Is that cool? Let's open some things. Okay. Ooh, Jen sent another letter. I said I got your other one, but now I got the second one. I didn't even know there was another one. I didn't know there was one coming. Didn't know. Oh, the website chat has been great. I'm so glad, Megan. Mail haul. Sean's not here, so there's no music, but I'm sorry. Okay, thank you, Jen. Oh, look how pretty, you guys. Look. Pretty card. Thanks, Aaron P. Yay. Oh, of course, Jen. Oh, biggest fan. Oh, you're so sweet. I love it. Thank you. Okay, now this one. Ooh, look how pretty. Do you see? Woo! Thank you, Aaron. Coming in hot on a Friday. Yay. Oh, it's a pretty letter. Okay, I don't want to, I make sure I don't want to ever drop anything out of letters. Sometimes you guys sneak little things in there. Aaron P, thank you, honey. Okay. Oh, it's a letter. I won't read it out loud, but who is this from? So they know that I got it. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Thank you for sending this. That's so pretty. And I read all of your mail. And I still, if anybody is questioning, I still read all the comments. I just don't have to approve them all. So there's no, like, backlog. I don't read old video comments. That would be the truth. But I always read the new ones. Like, probably the last 5 videos, I'm always in the comments and reading them and everything. Oh, Hope at Sunrises. Woo! Welcome to the family. Thanks for subscribing. Yay. Okay, let's open. I got a big package, you guys. I gotta get the skizzers. I have my left-handed skizzers. Sean has them over there. Okay, which he's not even left-handed, Jen. He's just stealing them. Okay, this came all the way from Australia. I have to figure out, I'm assuming that this is the, yeah, this should work. There we go. There's a lot of tape on this, you guys. Oh, a lot of tape. Here we go. Okay, I'm getting it. Ronnie, I believe this is from you. Oh, getting it. Gotta fight. This is how I work out, you guys. Keep my arms strong. It's called mail haul. Okay. I don't think I need those scissors anymore. Okay, says yes, I can read this out loud on the live stream if I want. Thank you for letting me know. Because I never know, and I don't want anybody to ever be embarrassed or for me to share something they don't want other people to know. It says, hope you had a great time in Australia for VidCon. Here are a few more mugs for you to find homes for. You guys, remember we were out of the mugs? They are the same design, but different phrases. I also had a special mug made just for you. I hope you like it. The pens are liquid chalk. What? They are fantastic for writing on glass. You guys, Melissa, if you're watching, you could write on your the glass on your mirrored closet door. I use them to write messages or notes or even journal topics on my mirror. It's like we're on the same wavelength, Ronnie, to get me through the day, week, or month. Feel free to hand them out if anyone wants one. There's a shirt for Sean. There are also a couple of other tops if anyone would like one. If not, they can go to a charity. Whatever works. Thanks again for everything you do and your advice. Thank you, Ronnie. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Okay. Oh, and more. More little ear plugs for little-eared people like myself. Ronnie, you're the best. Okay, Sean, this is your t-shirt. This is for Sean. See? Okay. You guys. Oh, it's the Olympics. It's the Olympics. Look at Australia. Australia. Isn't this cool? Look. We're fancy. I love it. Ronnie. Okay, Sean, here. Here we go. Pew, ka-pa-choo. He'll see if it fits. We'll report back, Ronnie. So I have, if any of you are wondering what little ears, like what that has to do with anything. Thank you, Ronnie. This is so thoughtful. They were super helpful on my trip. Is my ears are particularly small, and I think maybe the ear holes are even smaller because I only can wear the headphones that Maureen sent me. I can't wear like these from the regular Apple ones. I can't wear those for very long. My ears like legitimately start to like bump, 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 like hurt me. Okay, so I have to have, oh, I love it, Ronnie. I'm so excited. So the mugs, oh my God, here are the pens that are liquid. They're liquid chalk, which is awesome. These will definitely go in the giveaway. I know a lot of people will like those. I'll put those down in the bottom drawer. Okay, this is my mug. Let me see. I need the scissors again to stab and open this a little bit. Pew! Pew! Let's see. Oh, I love it. I love it. Look, you guys, it's a monkey. And it's a Kenyan. The Kenyan queen. I love it. The bananas hooked in his tail. He's so cute. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, I'll set that over there because that is mine. And then we have a bunch of them. We have 6 mugs total, I believe. That's what it looks like. I can't imagine any would fit under it. No, we got 6 mugs, you guys. Some of them say "Make today your bitch," which I love, and they have the same look to them. Remember, like the ones before? I know I sent all of those out to you guys. I hope they all made it okay. And then some say "Make today your bitch," and some say "We are Kenyan Army strong." So there are 3 of each, and those will go in the giveaway pile. Thank you, Ronnie. And then we have these 2 items that says for giveaway or for charity. Oh, you guys, look how cool. And it's like, do you see? It's like breathable. Ronnie, you've done too much. It's so pretty. What a pretty color. I might want this. I'm just saying. Oh, it's got your name in it with your number. Are you sure you want me to send that out? Let me know. This is so cool. Ronnie, thank you, thank you. So that one has your name on the tag. Let me know if that's okay. I don't want you to send any, and they both have your name. Look, look. It's a top. Isn't it cool? Look at from the Olympics. That's so amazing. Thank you, Ronnie. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Very cool. Okay, all good. Okay, cool. And they're washed. Ronnie says they're washed. So these, since I already have a t-shirt, you guys have seen it. I've worn it in the video, and I also just love it in general. I won't be stingy and keep everything. I'll put these 2 shirts for the giveaway and keep them in their little packs so they keep clean. I think it's so cool. Thank you, Ronnie. Ooh, sorry, I hit the table. Hit the table. Awesome. I'll put all the mugs in there. Thank you, Ronnie. That's all for the mail haul. I did get this from the school that I spoke at, but I don't know if it's just like thanking me. Oh, this is so... They were fun. Okay, so the Kenyan that brought me out to speak at the school said, "Dear Katie, thanks again for coming to speak at our school last week. We were really disappointed with the behavior of some of our Year 8 students, and so we followed up with them, and they decided they wanted to write you an apology letter. Some of them are really sweet and thoughtful, so it was worth sending them all overseas to you. Hope you enjoyed your last few days in Melbourne and enjoyed the Great Ocean Road and the Yarra Valley," which we totally did. "Wishing you all the best." It's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you for sending. Look at all their little letters. Aw, don't stop working hard. Oh my God. They don't need to apologize. Look at their writing. Bless their little hearts. Oh, 8th grade. It can be so hard. They were perfectly fine, you guys. Trust me. I've spoken at schools where kids are much worse and like don't want to listen. I don't take offense. It's not about me. It's like you're making me listen to someone talk for an hour, and that's a long time. So that's so cute. Apologies. They're little, I know that they're like, they think they're old and everything, but like 8th grade, man, they're sweet, sweet, sweet kids. So anyways, I had a wonderful time. It was just, you know, I'll probably cry reading those letters as per usual. So thanks for letting me do my mail haul. That's so sweet of, I don't want to share her name unless she does, you know, in case she doesn't want people to know, but like that's so sweet of her to send. Ugh, okay. Okay, you guys, I have 40 minutes. I gotta plug in the oh, we got the potion! The potion! Brian P. Woo, 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 woo. Thanks, lady. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. The potion, we gotta come up with like a saying or something. We used to say hit the deck and get to the chopper, but what do we say? I know, potion, Snape. We'll have to be creative, you guys. But thank you, Aaron. Woo, 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 woo. I came in like a potion ball. That's a good one. I could totally use that. I have to get my charger because my laptop's about to die. I think it just got too excited with us. And it's lost all its power. It lost the power. So give me a second. Ugh. Okay. Don't worry. Remember that one time when I thought it was like totally going to die? Because all of a sudden it was like, please plug it in. Or it's going to cut off. And I was like, everybody panic. We now, now it works. Get to the cauldron. That's a potion commotion. You guys, I love it. I love it. The motion of the potion. Those are so good. But that's so funny. Oh my God. Okay. Let's get into your question. Oh, we have another giveaway. Okay, let me answer this question, then we'll do another giveaway. Ostrich Cafe says, do therapists have favorite clients? I think someone might have asked this before, and I'm sure a lot of you wonder about that in general. And the truth is we don't. We will have clients who are easier to work with, who give us less like pushback. And so those clients are easier to come up with more homework. So we often spend more time like working with them, not time in therapy, but like time outside of like getting workbooks and stuff, because I have some clients who like burn through homework and they're like, this is so helpful. Do you have anything else? And so then I have to find more stuff. But I wouldn't say that I have any favorites, because if we don't jive, like if the relationship doesn't work, I won't continue seeing someone. Like I won't take them on as a client because I don't think that it's a good fit. But no, we don't really have favorites. We just have clients. I mean, everybody's different, right? So some clients are so motivated. Oh, Eddie, your antidepressants are making, I know, more work. Ew, Sadie. You crack me up. Thanks, Chloe. And so I think that's really all I can say for the differences between clients. But I don't take on clients I don't want to work with. And so I always am excited to see them and excited to hear how things are. Even if it's bad, I'm excited to like work with them and to learn more. So anyways, those are my thoughts. Okay, what was I going to, giveaway. Okay, giveaway. Who should win the giveaway? You like that song? I like that song. Okay, I'm like, give me all the work. I'm sure, Sophie, it actually might be good practice for you. I'm just throwing that out there to get homework and not even do it at all. Don't even try. What would that mean? Not pleasing someone, maybe? Okay. Who do we think should win the giveaway? Marcella wants it. Nancy T wants it. Okay. Laura wants it. Queen Maureen. Nancy T again. Mary Linnea. Am I saying that right? Emma wants it. Ooh, the chalk. I know, right? A Dissonant Melody wants the chalk. Madison and Marissa. Okay, let's see what's happening. We are winner chicken dinner. I know, right? Okay, we have to pick a winner of the giveaway. It's giveaway time. If we had giveaway music, I would play it, but we don't. Let's see who should win. Who should win? Okay, it doesn't matter, Anika, where you live. I ship worldwide. If any of my Patreon patrons are here, they know I ship all around the world. Been around the world. Ay. Okay, a lot of people are saying Laura E. Or Lauren E. Let's see. Where's Lauren E? Lauren E is our winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Lauren E. You got some big fans, girl. Woo. That's me. Yes, that's you, Lauren E. What would you like for your giveaway? We have mugs now. Thanks to Ronnie. We also have those chalk pens. We also have, as the things you've seen before, I don't know, this is just so cute. It's just so cute. We also have the thumb chucks that light up when you move them around. Why do they never, there we go. I was like, why when I want you to, you don't? These are like a fidget toy of sorts. Ooh, did something get on them? I hope not. What is that? Did I get, nope, nothing's dirty. It must just be from when it was packed. Okay. We've got the nunchucks. We've got t-shirts. We've got, hi, Max Strand. Hey. We have, We got fidget toys galore. We got jewelry. We got little decorative items for your home. I've got little like crafty things. Like I said, we got the mugs. Any idea what you want? We have let's see. Yeah, go nuts, Lauren E. Well, oh, do I still have those bracelets? Yes, I do. The ones from Holly. Let's see. Is that what you mean? The ones that say like hope, survivor. Let me look. I have them. I forget what all they say. I remember there's one that says hope. Here are the cards that go with it. Pa-ta! These ones. Sorry, guys. I gotta dig. I moved the t-shirts around and then I covered all of that stuff. There they are. Ta-da! I put a rubber band on them. These ones? Are these the ones you're talking about? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so they say miracles, strength, peace, hope, and survivor. So which one would you like? Yes, I did. And they're super, super cute. And I think these were from Holly, right? Holly sent these in. Whole C. Yeah, aren't they beautiful? I agree. I do agree. Okay, so I'll get you a card because she sent the cards to go. Which one did you want? Do you know which one you want? Because they say all those different things. I keep making those thumb chucks go off. Okay. Yeah, they are from you. I thought so, Whole C. Okay. Strength. Yes, that is one. You are correct. Here's your, do you see? Can you see it? It's coming your way. Make sure you email me, info@katiemorton.com. So info@katiemorton.com. Email me your address so that I can send this to you. I'm going to try to put this rubber band around it again so that it kind of holds them together. And we are set to go, you guys. We hit 100,000 likes. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, let me put your Post-it note on there. Ta-da. Ta-da. Okay. Okay, here we go. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. And that will probably go out on Monday. If not tomorrow. I might get it out there tomorrow, but it just kind of depends on, you know, how long, like, if they go out, if they've already done the pickup that day, then they might still wait to go out on Monday. Okay, let's answer some questions. Shashari says, I'm finally in a good place to work on trauma, but I also don't want to put myself back there. Should I force myself to go back to therapy? The short answer is yes. Because I just talked about this in the Patreon video that I filmed right before we started this. Trauma's fucking hard work. Working on that is terrible because essentially we have to get back into it. We have to go through it. We have to process it. And it sucks because it sucked in the first place, right? But if we keep shoving it down, if we keep ignoring it and trying to move forward, it only keeps coming back. And honestly, I find with my clients, when they start working on it and then stop going to therapy, then the flashbacks get worse and all the other symptoms get worse. And so I'd encourage you to, even though I know you want to ignore it, I know you don't want to have to feel like shit because you finally feel like you're in a good place and like, ugh, that's so frustrating. I totally understand. But just imagine, just think with me for a minute that if you work on it and if we go back to therapy, you can feel the way you feel now forever. Because that shitty thing that keeps popping up and ruining things and giving you flashbacks and making you feel bad won't be there anymore. Hooray! So, get back in. You got this. Yeah, Sadie Girl says, stick with it. It does get better. And that's the truth. Sheepishness says, what do you do when your therapist doesn't have any more homework for you? I mean, not all therapists believe in homework like I do. That's very much because I'm a CBT and DBT based therapist. Those are the two types of therapy, I guess, for lack of a better term, that I pull from the most. So I'm very homework focused and I always have goals at least each week. But if you want that, you need to let your therapist know. And if your therapist used to have homework and they don't, ask them about it. Ask them why. Ask them what's going on. You have a right to know what's going on and why they're not giving you homework. And especially if you want it, you have a right to ask for more. Yeah, because if you feel like you're not making progress and it's not because of you, it's because you're a therapist, we need to talk to them because we need to better understand what's going on. Maybe there's something going on that we don't see. Like maybe we haven't been able to do homework they've already given us and we thought we did it appropriately. I don't know, but talk about it because We either have to figure out if A, you need to let them know so they can get you more homework, or B, they're not the right therapist for you because they're not working in a structure that you like. They just want to talk all the time and not actually have tangible things you work on. I don't know. It's up to you, but you have to talk about it, let them know so that they can either work to fill, to give you more structure, more homework, or you can look for someone else. Eddie, by homework, I mean, it's like between sessions, are there things you do? That's what we call it homework. It's not always like papers and like do X, Y, Z, but it's, oftentimes it's more like, before I see you next week, I'd like for you to try to tell your mom how much it meant that she came to that event with you. It could be something like that, and that's your goal. Or for like my eating disorder patients, it could be something like, I want you to have one challenge meal. I want you to do one thing that's really hard and try that. Maybe go get ice cream or hamburger or whatever. It depends on what your hardest food for you to eat is or something like that. But that could be something too. That would be homework. It could even be like, I want you to do one self-care thing. So that's kind of what homework can look like. And Melinda says she has an appointment with a surgeon on Wednesday to see if you if something, are you having to have surgery again, or to see if you need surgery? Let me know, Melinda. I've been thinking about you. Okay. Wesley says, do you mix CBT and DBT together? Yes, because DBT is actually born out of CBT. DBT comes from a CBT base. If you want more information about what CBT or DBT therapy is, or what those are, I have videos on both of them. To see if I need a biopsy. Okay, thanks, Sheep. I didn't see the rest. It cut off. Well, keep me posted, Melinda. Let me know. I hope that everything's okay and you don't have to get a biopsy. But yeah, keep us posted. But anyways, a cancer biopsy. Okay. Oh, keep us posted, Melinda. Be thinking of you. But anyways, DBT and CBT came out of the same. DBT built on the basis of CBT by adding in like things like mindfulness and emotion regulation. But the way that it works is very, I just thought there was a bug, but it's a smudge on the ceiling. Does it ever freak you out where you're like, oh, is it a spider? And I was like, no, it's not. Don't freak out. Don't scream. Thanks, Megan. Woo, woo, woo. Thanks, Lady Peters. Thanks, Sheepishness. You guys are the best. So anyways, the CBT component is like behavioral techniques, faulty thinking, challenging those faulty thoughts, and DBT does still work through a lot of those things. I hope that makes sense. If I'm not doing a good job and you have questions, let me know follow-ups. Thanks, Radonna. I missed the thing that came across the screen. It cut. I just didn't get there in time. Pearl, is it normal to want to ask my therapist for a hug? Totally. I've talked about this before. I think it was in a Patreon video though, but it's up to your therapist what's appropriate. I am always fine with a hug, but my clients will have to ask for it. I would never try to hug them because that could be pushing boundaries, and that could also, could cause flashbacks. It might be hard for them. I also, if they wanted hugs a lot, that's something that we can talk about because that could have potential to be connected to attachment issues, and maybe that's something that we should talk about. So anyway, those are just my thoughts on that. But it's completely okay to ask for it. It's completely okay to want it. Oftentimes we feel so connected to our therapist because they're the first person we've really been able to tell about what's going on. And so sometimes we just need a hug after a really hard session. Okay. Sunshine says, if you have dissociation, does that mean you had trauma? Most of the time, yes. And I think it's important for us you're scared for your food challenge tomorrow? It'll be okay, Bethany. I promise you'll get through it. Sorry, I hit the table. As long as you have support around you, you'll get through it. It will be okay. I promise the world's not going to end. And what was the question I was just going to answer? I'm sorry. Oh, dissociation. Does it mean you had trauma? The short answer is yes. I talked about this with Dodie on her video. I think it's on Dawdle Vloggle. It's on her second channel. I'd encourage you all to watch it if you have questions about dissociation because it's an important conversation where we talk about how you can have big T's, meaning like I was sexually abused, I was in a horrific car crash. You can have these big traumas, big T's. We talked about this with Alexa too. But those big T's can cause things like dissociation, body memories, and trauma, PTSD-like symptoms. But not all of us have big T's. Some of us have like hundreds of little T's throughout our life. And the thing that I think is important for everybody to hear is these little T's that could have happened to us when we're young when we look back on it as an adult, we're like, oh, well, that wasn't that bad of a thing. Why am I freaking out? I was fine. But as a child, in that moment, that was traumatic, and it was a little T. It's hard for us to be sympathetic or empathic with our younger self because we're not in that view anymore. And it's hard for us to see it from that view now. Does that make sense? And so just consider that a little bit, because I think that it's important to, yeah, and Laura, we've gone through a lot of, about 10 big T's. And so I would assume if, you know, you have a lot of symptoms because of that. And I think it's important, like a little T, for instance, awkward introvert, a good question. An example of a little T could be something like a more intensive, or maybe getting spanked, or an intensive spank from a parent. And I'm not saying in a sexual way, I'm saying like spanking as you did bad and you're getting punished. Maybe your parents never spanked you and you went over to your aunt's house because she was watching you for like the weekend, and you did something bad and she spanked you, and you were terrified and it scared you. That could be a little T. And as an adult, you look back and be like, well, she was just disciplining me because I did like dump that whole planter over with all that dirt or something like that. And so that could be an example of a little T. Another little T could be like watching a car crash as a little kid that wasn't that horrific, but it was still scary because as a kid, everything can feel like it's bigger than we know as an adult because we don't have as much information. What's the question? Oh, an awkward interest. So if it left like a bad bruise, yeah, totally. It could be something like that. Or it could even not have left a mark, but it left a mark on us emotionally. And so all those little T's can cause us to dissociate. It can cause us to have depersonalization, derealization. Yeah, but most of the time, if we have dissociation or derealization, we have a trauma. It's not 100%, but for the most part, I haven't had a client who has that, who's struggled with that, who hasn't had a trauma. Does that make sense? Big T, little T, any of that stuff. Okay. I hope that helps. Let me know if you need more clearing up. Emma West is Best says, is it normal to not process? Oh, it jumped. And you don't have to spam Jacobella spam. I try to get through as many questions as I can. There's no need to like dump your question over and over. I know that YouNow will like block you out. So just be patient. I do as much as I can. MOS is Best says, is it normal to not process the trauma until years later? Totally. That's honestly why repressed memories are a thing. Because traumas are so overwhelming, because they are a trauma. Remember I talked about like the splintering of it, like Inside Out, where we don't have a cohesive story that like rolls into a marble and we can roll it away. If it splinters out, then we aren't able to collect it, and it's going to take our brain time to process it. So most people don't process a trauma right after it happens. Some people do, especially when we're in situations like the mass shooting in Vegas. If people feel everyone's upset about it, right? So people may immediately, because there's been a ton of crisis counselors who've come to the area to work with them, they get to talk about it right away. That's not always the case. Oftentimes we're not in these situations where people are talking about what happened and people are there to help us. Often it happens to just us or a couple people, and we just try to go about our life, right? And so because of that, it's normal to not process it right away. It's normal to wait many years. Some people wait their whole lives. Don't feel like you're in any rush or there's any time frame that you need to process it through. Okay? Okay. Rach K4 says, what are your thoughts on joining a group run by your own therapist? I'm really attached to mine. Are you still seeing them? Because I think it's fine. I used to, for many years, run a DBT group and an anxiety teen group. I used to love running groups. It's really time consuming for right now. I'm not able to, just because I put more time into running these groups. Ta-da! So, anyways, I think it's fine as long as they think it's fine. A therapist won't let you join a group if they don't think it's appropriate. And so I would talk to your therapist. But if you're doing it, maybe this is what your question is. If you're doing it because you want more time with them, because you're super, super attached and you want to see them more frequently, I would encourage you strongly to talk to your therapist about that and not join the group right away, because a group should be joined due to the fact that the subject matter and what they're going to work on is really beneficial to you. And that might be the case, but we need to tell our therapist why we find the urge to do that. And we need to talk about the attachment. It's okay to talk about it. That's what therapy's for. Just bring it up so that you can hear what they're what her thoughts are. Okay? Okay. And thank you to the person who was spamming who stopped. But you can ask your question now. I'll look for it. I'll try to answer it. Okay. Of course, Rach. I hope that was helpful. Oh, and Gary's asking, can repressed memories be found? Definitely. That's kind of, I have a whole video about it, Gary, if you want to watch my repressed memories. They can definitely come back up. I think it's working with the right therapist. A therapist, by the way, should not guide you by like telling you what they think the memories are. They should come out, completely organically from you as you're talking through things. Kind of like as a trauma, since you're talking through a trauma, like stumbling upon a splinter and being like, oh my God, I remember I was wearing jeans, or something just pops into your head. That's kind of how those should come about. But yeah, they can definitely come back. And if you're working on the trauma and you're working on things, then they should come back. Ben says, is it better to support you on Patreon or sub to YouNow? In truth, it's up to you. It's up to what works for your budget. As far as subbing on here, you definitely get the benefits of being a sub on here. For Patreon, you can look at the different reward tiers according to your budget, and if there's something there that you'd prefer to get, then you can do that. Either is fine with me. I just want you to be happy and to get the rewards and the little extras that you want. But yeah, the cool thing about Patreon is you get access to extra videos, and sometimes you get gifts and thank you cards from me, and some of you get hangouts with me. There's a lot of different things that you can do. So check it out and then let me know. Okay. Thanks, Sheep, for putting that link. Yeah, you can click the link that Sheepishness put in there so that you can check it out and see what works for you. Okie dokie. And thank you, Lady Peters, for putting the depersonalization, derealization video. I don't see Carly's question. Someone was saying to get Carly's question. I don't know if I can go back that far. Oh, there. Do you ever have clients that ask for an easier session on certain days when needed? Can you tell when they need an easier sesh? Totally. And a lot of my clients, especially after a really, really hard like trauma session, or let's say we had a parent in, like I have a lot of clients, even if you're adults, like they still bring their parents in to finally talk about something or to get information about their childhood that they're wanting to find out. The sessions following those, I plan on them being lighter. And I usually say something, but I also communicate a lot with my clients and let them know that it's okay for them to tell me that they need more time and that they need a lighter sesh. Because it's very normal to feel overwhelmed and to need that time, that break. Because if we're just pushing through, it can be really hard, and that can honestly be re-traumatizing. It can slow our progress and it can make us feel worse. So know that it's completely okay. And that's something that I personally tap into with my clients. But just because your therapist doesn't mean they don't like you or care about you. It just means that maybe that's just not how they operate, and they want you to ask. Because a lot of therapists focus on communication and like empowering you to speak up and ask for what you need. And so maybe that's what you try to do. I would say something. Okay. Oh, Jenny, you brought your mom into session. That's good. I know it's hard. But yeah, it can be super beneficial. Okay. Let's see. Pantalina says, oh, night, Whole C. Thanks for hanging out. We've got like 18 more minutes left if you want to keep hanging. Pantalina says, last week I can't keep food down. The past week I can't keep food down. I feel so guilty after eating even the smallest portion. My tea started working on meal plans and I can't handle it. Talk to them, Pantalina. Let them know. Also, do some like self-care, because I have a feeling you're just like all of your emotions are at overwhelmed state. We're like, wheel, like sound the alarm. And so if we do some things to better take care of ourselves, then I have a feeling all those urges to not keep food down and not eat will go away. We need to do some self-care, go back to what works, use your DBT workbooks or anything that you have. It'll get better, but please tell your team about that immediately. And it can go back, it can go away and get back to the way it was. It's normal for us when we're struggling in some other parts of our life for like our eating disorder to come back, or our self-harm urges to come back, or suicidal thoughts to pop back up. It's very normal. Ooh, top 27, you guys. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, let's see. What question here? Okay, I saw my school, Lily Bell says, I saw my school counselor a while ago and I'm dying to know what he wrote down. Is it normal and is it okay to ask? I think it's completely normal. It's a lot of I'm sorry. As a therapist, I honestly think I can say with 100% certainty, I may have maybe there's a few clients I haven't done this with, but when they first come in, I always say, if you ever want to see the notes I'm writing, you're more than welcome to ask. Here's an example of what's going to go in here. And I walk them through what I'm going to write down. I'm like, usually it's names and ages of people in your life so that I know who your mom is. So if later she calls me and says, this is Susan, I know who Susan is. It can be like when you went to school or what you majored in, or if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, what their name is and all that stuff. So it's mainly just details. And then I'll even tell them like, hey, if I'm thinking about diagnosis, I'll write down the symptoms and I'll say, you know, rule out like RO this diagnosis, or rule in question mark, or suicidality not present, assessed for blank, you know, all that stuff. That's basically what it looks like. So it's very normal to want to know, but trust me, it's not that exciting and I don't always think it's helpful. But if you want to know, go ahead and ask. Okay, cool. Let's see. You're curious, Sophie? Yeah, I mean, if you're curious and it bugs you, oh, thanks, Megan. She says, you and your community are truly amazing. You're amazing. You're part of the community. Hooray! Room for all. So anyway, if you're really curious and you want to know, ask. Oftentimes we'll just tell you, oh, bye, Melinda. Please keep us posted. Okay, let us know how that goes. I'll have a live stream next Wednesday. It'll be in the morning, though. I hope you can get on and we can hear about how that goes and see if you have to have a biopsy. Alyssa S., a therapist is able to diagnose you completely. Yes. Okay, let's see. You made it, Maddie. Hooray! Hello. Thanks, Radonna. Okay, let's see. I know we have room for everybody. Eddie says, my psychiatrist prescribed me antidepressants and the suicidal thoughts became better, but the binging and purging is getting worse. Let them know. It's important when you're starting a new medication to tell your psychiatrist any and everything that you're feeling, any and every change you have. Are you having nightmares more? Are you more fidgety? Are you less fidgety? Do you feel like you can cry? Can you not cry? Are you super lethargic? Are you super hungry? Are you not hungry? All of these things are so important to write down and tell them, because until they know what's really going on and what's really upsetting you and how you're actually responding, they won't know what medication's appropriate and what's going to help the most, okay? I know, right, Ron? You get a community and you get a community. I got interviewed for a Patreon blog post last week, I think it was, and they were like, if you could have anybody on your channel, who would it be? And number one, I was like, my mom. She refuses, by the way. I've asked her many times. Mom is super shy. Okay, biopsied on Wednesday afternoon. Okay, sounds good. Keep me posted, Melinda. I'll be on again. That's just the next one that I know I'm doing. And the second was Oprah, because I was like, first of all, she has talked about being abused as a child and growing up in, with her mom and not believing her and all the issues she's had with that. I think she has a really great story to tell, and also she's Oprah. Oh, Ooks is here! Hey! Woo woo! So anyway, those are my two people. But also, there's a lot of people I'd like to have on. I'm always trying to work on new collabs and new people, so that's the thing. Okay, let's see. I don't think I've done one, Billy, on compartmentalization. That'd be tricky. I'd have to figure out, since it's not like it can be healthy. You know what I think it might be and what I could do? Oh, hey, Ooks! Okay, Ukinkoria? I'm not going to say it right. Ooks. Shit. I just talked to her the other day, and I practiced, and it was doing good, and then I told her, don't think that I'm going to be able to say it right, but Ooks is the nickname of her dog, and maybe he will know that I'm thinking of him too. So we'll just stick with Ooks. Okay, but compartmentalization, I think it would be something that it's because I'm a DBT person. Oh, Livy the Ladybug, that's a cute name. Woo woo. I said Uko, right? Ukokoria? Getting close. We're getting there. But I think it would be DBT. To answer Billy's question about like compartmentalization, I think, if any of you have done DBT, let me know if you think this is true. I think it could be back burner. What? I think it could be a DBT skill. Because that's kind of what it is. I wouldn't want to call it compartmentalization because some people think of that as like shove it down, ignore it, put it in a box and put it on the shelf. But it's more like I can't deal with that right now. I'm going to put it here. It'll be there when I get done with this, and then I can deal with it, which I'm getting better at doing myself. I think it's just like a muscle you have to work in general. Getting better and working on ourselves is like we're starting out with this little new thing and we're like, man, it's so hard to work this. Oh, my fingers are tired. And then we're like, no, I'm getting stronger. And this is getting easier. And we're all like building these little mini muscles. Oh yeah, and Charles, what is Charles like? We need to know. I just saw Charles. It's funny because Hannah just took, if you guys don't know who Charles is, it's Hannah and Ella's cat. It's super cute. Anyway, Sean and I went over there last night and played some board games and Sushi Go. It's a card game. We were like addicted. I really could have stayed forever, but I didn't want to keep Hannah up because she gets tired. She's a morning person. And none of us, like Sean, Ella, and I, were not morning people. So it was like 11 o'clock. I'm like, we'll go. Don't worry, you go to bed. But Charles is a little overweight, the doctor said, but he also has more fur because it's like winter time-ish, so he's getting fluffier. Even though he doesn't have much fur, if you see him, he's got like more fluff on his like back and his hindquarters kind of. Anyway, but he's doing good. He has like this new cat, I don't even know what you'd call it. It's like a hangout thing along the wall. It's quite intense. He loves it. And he's very curious. He's actually a very interactive cat. He likes to be around people. You know, some cats, like when people come in the house, they like run and hide. He's not like that. And he likes to climb on your shoulders in general. I don't know why. But he is wonderful. Yeah, Sushi Go is a card game. You guys, I recommend it. Super fun. We had a really good time. Okay, Sophie's question. Let's see. No, he does have many legs, Aaron. He's a dwarf, and he's almost full grown. When they took him to the vet, they're like, I think he's almost full size. He might get a little bit bigger, but he's pretty much full grown. Thank you, Ooks. Ukinkoria? Ukinkoria? Am I getting there? Is it getting there? Oh, I also have more fur in the winter. Abigail, you have more fur in the winter? Me too. Okay, what was the question I was looking for? Sophie, any idea what to do when you just can't cry no matter what? Because that's really getting annoying. Oh, you're not on any meds. It's like you knew that was what I was going to ask. I'd find a way to express how you feel that works for you. When we can't cry, it's often because we're so, I don't know how to say it, but it's like we have so many ways to push through and move forward. We're very resilient, but that can also mean that we are way, way, way too good at stuffing things down for our own good. So much so that it's bothering us and upsetting us that we can't cry because we can't even tap into how we feel because we're so used to just be like, oh, feeling? Squash! Shove it in there. Put it in and bye-bye. And now I go about my day. Look at me. Beep, beep, beep. We're so good at that we can't even tap in. Yeah, completely numb. Totally. And so the way that I find to kind of shortcut that, like that knee-jerk reaction, that like innate sense to be like, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to deal with that. What? Who? Huh? Ha! We just want to shove it, is to find another way to express it. For me, music is great. Not writing my own music or playing my own music, but finding new playlists and letting myself cry that way. Also TV shows. I know this is weird, but I personally, if I'm doing that, I have to find like an external thing to start it. And then you get used to kind of doing that regularly, almost like letting steam out little by little so that you don't feel so numb. So you actually feel, period. And it gets better and you get, more comfortable with it. Another way is like journaling. Some people like to do art, collages. Could be like pretending to write a blog post if journaling just to yourself feels weird. Yeah, also feelings charts, feeling circles, all those things. I think I have some on my website under the resources tab if you want to download and print those out. You can start circling the feelings that you think you may have had that day. That's another way to tap in. Yeah, those are just some of my ideas. Do you guys have anything that you do that helps you express it? Because those are just some off the top of my head that kind of help me. Also just taking time for myself. If I feel like I'm always around people, that's when I struggle the most to allow myself to feel how I feel, is when I have to be on. Like I feel like I have to be talkative and happy with my friends or family or anybody. Sometimes I just need time by myself, because that's when I can feel and I can cry and I can be angry and I can be really sad and then I can be frustrated. I can go through all the things that maybe I haven't been able to like really feel for a while. Yeah, so let me know if that works for you. Thanks, Rockin' Emma J. Woo, 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 inviting all your fans. Oh, and Emma West says sometimes a happy cry initiates it. Oh, write letters to friends. Yeah, all that stuff can be really helpful. So hopefully that gets you kind of started, because that's the hardest, is just getting it started. And trust me, I know that you're frightened that if you even tap into it, it's going to be like a flood and you're just going to be overrun by it. It's going to be okay. That's not how it works. We actually don't have the capacity to feel everything all at once, so don't worry. It'll be like you can manage it. Thanks. Oops. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Yeah, and talking to someone. Marcella asking if I'm going to make another ASMR video. I do plan on it. Thank you. Oops. Yay, yay, yay. I can sing you out, Emily. Oh, the DMs aren't working on Twitter? I'm sorry. I do plan on doing more ASMR videos. Right now I have not filmed anymore. Thank you. Oops. I know that people liked it. I will do it. And I do plan to do more. We'll just have to figure out how often we want one. Is it once a month? Is it once every other month? Because that will be easier for me to keep up with than just like trying to remember to do them. I'll have to figure it out with Sean too, because we have to, it's hard to do it in our apartment because there's so much noise. We probably would book out YouTube Space LA and do it there. Sarah H says, is it normal to feel suicidal when it cut off? Is it normal to feel suicidal when you're grieving? It's very normal to feel suicidal. If someone else has committed suicide or killed themselves, I know we prefer to say that term. When someone's killed themselves that you know personally, it's very normal to feel suicidal. Ronnie says, Katie, this week I've been the most numb I've been in a long time. How do I break it? What helps you feel, Ronnie? Like we were talking about, like feeling shut off. Is there something that helps you feel? Like, is it TV? Is it music? Is it writing things? Is it talking to someone? Is it chatting on here? Is it some kind of art expression, like collaging, painting, sculpting? Is it swimming? I don't know. Maybe start, if you don't know, maybe start with 2 things. Start with feelings charts. And a bug just, get out of here. Get out of here. Feelings charts, start highlighting or circling the ones you feel each day, or just guessing what it is. Maybe you just feel meh. That's fine. Circle that. Secondly, at the end of each day, I'd like you to do some bullet points of what happened, and then give yourself the time to write, like, so I was late to that appointment. I'm just making up a scenario. I was late to that appointment, which made me feel really nervous and anxious, and I was in a rush, and it kind of ruined the rest of my day. I don't know if you can do that much, but I would encourage you. Thanks. Oops. Woo, woo, woo. I would start trying to do that. So writing down maybe like 3 main things that happened during your day. During your day. I can't even talk. During your day. And then if you can't write it out, like how you maybe felt, maybe try the feelings charts. Use those wheels or charts and like circle according to that. See how that felt. Like, see how that goes. You guys like the feels a few shirts? You guys like this shirt idea? It wasn't even a shirt. Oh, and Carly, thanks for sending those ideas. I'll get back to you. Livy the Ladybug. Thank you. Thank you. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, Erin P offers. She says, hold on. Erin P says, if I'm having a hard time being numb, I focus on some self-care first and then move on to other things after I feel more centered. Thank you for sharing. Woo, woo, woo. I think that is really helpful because sometimes we're just so numb because we haven't even taken any time to check in with ourselves or to know how we even feel. Yeah, give yourself some time. Things take time. Okay. Live Life Now says, can complex PTSD cause agoraphobia after being assaulted if you have PTSD even before the assaults or rapes? Yes. Agoraphobia, I don't know. We've had somebody in the chat that's saying it's like a neurological disorder or something. I let people, they can talk, not in the chat, in the comments. I'm saying chat because I'm here. I have to disagree with them. There may be some research, but they're not a doctor. They're not a clinician. They don't work in the mental health field. It's just like their belief system. So if you see those comments, maybe flag those if you're one of my moderators. But agoraphobia is essentially a component of anxiety that keeps us held in our house. And that's like a really quick like synopsis of what it is. But it's like fear of being in a situation and not being able to leave without harming ourselves or embarrassing ourselves. And so we don't like to go out in big crowds because we couldn't leave if we wanted to. And so if we'd had trauma or PTSD or anything like that, thanks, Livy the Ladybug. If we've had something happen, and let's say we've been assaulted, then we fear going out because we won't be able to leave with potentially getting hurt. We don't know if it's okay or if it's safe to be out. And I don't know if they would technically diagnose that as agoraphobia separately, or if it'd just be a component of your PTSD, because it's very reasonable. I completely understand why your brain goes there. But yes, I see Cyber Solver. I see your messages. So that's kind of, those are my thoughts on it, but it can be as a result of that. I just don't know, depending on your symptoms, and when you talk to a clinician, a therapist, whomever you can see, when you talk to them about it, we'd have to see if they think you fit both diagnoses or if it's just part of your PTSD, which it frankly doesn't matter. We have to work on the symptoms that are bothering you, but those are just my thoughts on that. Have a good weekend, Knit Jester. Thank you for hanging out. Woo, woo, woo. And thanks for all the potions and the pizzas and all the goodies. Oh, I'm glad, Cyber Solver. Yay, yay. Okay, Lost Soul says, I want my psychology teacher to approach me because she noticed I've been feeling suicidal, but I don't know how. I'm too shy to do it myself. We're going to have to just linger after class, and we're going to have to go up to them. Or you can leave a note and say, do you have time later this week or tomorrow or whatever to talk to me, and see if you can do it that way. I know it's scary to reach out. I know we're too shy, but trust me, talking to someone feels so good, you guys. I know it's hard at first, but it can make such a difference and make us feel so not alone. Like, I honestly am so thankful. Like, when I was 14 or 15, my mom was like, we need to get in therapy because we're not talking about stuff and blah, 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 blah. And then so we went to family therapy. My brother was like, I hate this. I don't want to do this. And then later I was like, I want to go to my own therapy. And thank God my mom was like, cool, let's set that up. Go see, I think her name was Susan. Anyway, talking to someone's so helpful. I honestly think that saved my life. Like, who knows what could have happened and what angst I could have struggled. I mean, I had like a safe base. I had a good foundation to branch out of, and thank God. So yeah, talk to someone, speak up. It's so amazing. I know it's hard and scary at first. In that first session, you're so terrified, but it's so helpful. I can't say it enough. Exactly, Aaron P. Oh, Ostrich Cafe. She's got cool hair. Woo, 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 woo. Welcome to the family. New subscriber. Okay, just under the gun. Because we are out of time. I'm sorry, answer one more question, and then I got a skedaddle. We're going to go get Sean some pizza, I think. Maybe. We made it. We got 100,000 likes. Wasn't that what we said? I think it was 150, but it's okay. I'll get him pizza anyways. Okay. Sunshine's question says, can DBT help with dissociation trauma? It definitely can. I think DBT is super beneficial when it comes to, oh, sorry, Emily B. I know, we just ran out of time. Of course, Livy the Ladybug. Pizza, of course, you guys. The more the merrier. Wouldn't that be cool if we all just hang out, go grab pizza? But the question was having, DBT. Yes, DBT can help, because the thing that's great about DBT is it helps us tap into what we feel in our body and be mindful of it. Helps us slow our process down so that we're not reacting out of things. We're not reactionary. We're responding carefully, knowing that we can take time and be like, I can't deal with that now. And so I think that, I honestly think that it can really help, because dissociation's when our brain like pulls a ripcord. It's like, I'm out of there. Ah! It's like freeze. You know, when we talk about like fight or flight, the resilient zone, and then freeze, dissociation is freeze. And so in order to get us back, we have to start tapping into how we feel. I don't think that it's the only thing that could work for dissociation. I do think that a lot of different trauma therapies can help. EMDR does not work if you're dissociating a lot, by the way. I know we've talked about that off and on, but I just want you guys to hear that, because don't let anybody take your money and tell you they can help you when you just can't stay present, because we can't reprocess if we're not in that resilient zone. So yeah, know that you just, do the best you can, talk it out until you build up that resiliency zone a little bit more, and then maybe EMDR could help. Okay? I love you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for hanging out. And like I said, next Friday I won't be doing a live stream because it's my birthday. It's gonna be my birthday. Thanks, Livy the Ladybug. Woo, woo, woo. But I will be doing something on Wednesday, so make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'll announce the time. I think it'll be in the morning, but I have to look at my schedule. So it'll be Wednesday. It'll at least be for an hour, maybe 2. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. You made my day. It's so good to see you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.